Hi, my name is John Drux. I'm a real estate broker out of Fresno, California. This is episode 7 of my documentary titled Change. Previous administration tax cuts. That's what we'll talk about today. They're basically holding our country hostage over the previous administration tax cuts. We know somehow, some way they were able to give all the rich people a big tax break, obviously now at the expense of the majority of us. But again, it gets into what can you do? President Obama, you're saying 250,000. I think you're hitting people that wouldn't necessarily be considered rich. They're upper middle class. But the argument's too strong at 250,000. Maybe 500,000. Maybe even 1 million. At some point, though, obviously anything over $1 million, these people need to be going back to last administration tax cuts. The wealthy need to pay. If they don't want to pay, they can leave, but they don't get to come back. You can take all your money and leave if you don't want to pay taxes. And the kind of crazy thing about this is the wealthy can hire the best tax attorneys and figure out loopholes. So again, anyone over probably 500,000 and again, obviously we need tax revenue, but 250 is too low. Too much of an argument. But again, you need to close the loopholes. Not the mortgage interest deduction, unless they have a $10 million home or something, but close the other loopholes. Again, 2% of this country basically made out like bandits under the last administration. But the last administration got us into wars that aren't paid for. Basically deregulated everything so that everyone, they'll figure out a way to corrupt it. We need to set new rules that make it so you can't defraud. We need to make new tax rules. The top 2% do pay their due. Reminds me, it's kind of crazy, but I don't know if any of the other people remember this, but I remember back when I was about 12 years old or so. So I'm guessing that would be early 70s. There was a movie about a telethon for the federal government because the federal government was broke. Those days aren't far away. Actually, we should probably have a telethon tomorrow, in my opinion. But we shouldn't have to. The ultra rich of this country should step up to the plate. But it's not a free pass for the government just to hand out all the money and give it to all the other countries. No. It's to fix problems. It's to turn this country around. Well, I may understand the Gates Foundation or some of the other big ones out there. They're giving money to Africa, giving money to wherever. But yeah, I'm guessing, guess what? They probably get a nice little tax cut. They pay less taxes to the federal government by giving money to other countries. Again, I don't know for sure, but I'm guessing. How about giving some to America for once? Instead of trying to hire the best tax attorney to avoid the taxes, to find loopholes. This country needs the money. Those tax cuts should have never been done, obviously. The war should have never been gotten into. Now, President Obama has been given a plate full of crap And everyone wants to say he's not doing anything. Well, guess what? No one wants to change. They're preventing him from changing anything. But again, it's time for President Obama to stand up for change. See, that's what we voted for. I know how to fix problems. President Obama, I need a job. Again, if you don't give me a job, I'm hoping the person that runs against you gives me a job and promotes the change. Because it doesn't matter if you're a Republican or you're a Democrat. We should all be Americans. It shouldn't matter the race you are. We're Americans. If you're rich, you should be darn happy you're an American. This country allowed you to make the money you did. Do your share. Don't pay off a congressman so you don't have to pay any taxes. So again, my documentary is called Change. Believe me, this country needs change. Plenty more to talk about. Stay tuned. Have a great day.